In this video, I'm going to show you what calories and macronutrients are. I'd just like to warn you, for some reason, I look like I'm in a giant mood. However, I kept the old video because I think I explain it very well. Why you are tracking calories could be one of infinity answers. If you want to know how to do it, it's important to know what you're tracking if you're going to track them. The first thing we're going to track is energy. The unit of measurement that we use to measure energy is calories. There's a bunch of different ways to measure energies: kilojoules, British thermal unit, kilowatt hour, electron volt, foot pound, thermi, erg, Harter. I don't even know some of these, but the point is there's many different ways to do it. Just like there is different ways to measure distance. If I wanted to measure the distance from my chin to the top of my big head, I could use centimeters, millimeters, kilometers, feet would maybe be a more appropriate one. But it doesn't change the distance. We can just change how we measure it. Energy is what fuels us. Cars use fuel as energy. Wood fuels fire as energy. Wood is a plant. Plants use the sun as energy. Superman uses the sun as energy as well. And my future son will use food as his fuel. It's all just energy. Humans survive on energy and we use it for all of our physiological functions. We use it for exercise, fidgeting, digesting food, speaking, even thinking, even just sitting there, you're using energy. We don't just use energy for these things, we require it. And we require energy for all the things I just mentioned, plus much more. There's a lot going on in the human body. All of those things I've mentioned, they actually all require energy and they all add up to a particular number. This is what some of you may have heard as maintenance calories, or total daily energy expenditure, the amount of energy that we use total for the day. Now that we know what we are measuring, it's important to know that all foods have a certain amount of energy, or calories. I'm going to use calories from now on. Knowing that all food has a certain amount of calories is something that someone would have to know to go down the line of thinking that there's no good or bad foods. They all just have a certain amount of calories. How much? You're about to find out. Macronutrients, also known as macros, they are just the large subcategories of calories. Essentially, we are now breaking the calories down into subcategories to find out what jobs they have. But just to reiterate, if they happen to have different macronutrient breakups, they still all have calories. In simple terms, protein's job is to allow us to retain and grow lean muscle mass. Carbohydrates' job is to give our muscles fuel in order to use it. And fats are important in hormonal production and vital bodily functions.